Hello everyone, welcome to another interesting video. So in today's video I'll be telling you how a rocket works. This is the most awaited video. So yeah, let's start it. You may be wondering why am I filming in my phone this time rather than in my laptop, because there are some parts which I need to show where I need to get a clear close-up angle, and in the laptop's camera it will not cut it. So that's why I'm recording this in my mobile phone. By the way, this is the same PSLV model which I built during the 7-day phone challenge where I turned off my phone. So this rocket building was one of the the distraction activities to keep my mind off of things. So let's keep that aside now and let's start the video. So in a rocket there are many parts, and the main parts include the solid rocket boosters, the main stage, and the launch shroud. We're going to explore all of them now, starting with the solid rocket boosters. So on the PSLV rocket, there are 4 solid rocket boosters, 1, 2, 3 and 4. These do most of the heavy lifting during the launch. Since the rocket is having tons of weight with the spacecraft it's launching, we need extra thrust. So for that the SRBs are used. SRBs contain solid rocket fuel which propels the aircraft till 2 minutes and 30 seconds, and then which they are detached. Next, the main stage. And by the way, if you have ever wondered how a rocket detaches, I'm going to show it to you now. The same like this, and this continues to propel forward. Now let's keep this thing aside. So this is the actual SRB stage, so we're going to keep it aside and then focus on the main stage. The main stage continues to burn for exactly 8 minutes and 30 seconds, where it's called MECO, as we have learned in the space shuttle video. MECO, or main engine cutoff. And 2 minutes and 30 seconds exactly after the SRBs are separated, the launch shroud, which is this thing, gets separated like this. Yeah, but that is on spacecrafts carrying humans. But on spacecrafts which are going to other worlds, this varies little bit. By the way, we're gonna put the SRBs back on now, it's shaking little bit. Okay, so for crewed spacecraft and stuff, this is called the launch shroud, where this is the one which protects the spacecraft during the launch, and once it's higher into the space where the atmosphere thins out, this flies off or it separates. But on cargo spacecrafts which carry satellites or rovers or any other things into other worlds, it is called a payload fairing. Let's break the two words down. Payload means cargo, fairing means the protection. So the payload fairing. And so since this is a cargo rocket we're talking about, this is the payload fairing. But if this was a crewed rocket in which it was carrying a crewed spacecraft, it would be a launch shroud. Okay. So the payload fairing detaches exactly after MECO, or main engine cutoff. So yeah, since this rocket is the one which took the lander to Mars, this one did not separate until the Martian surface came. So once the Martian surface came, when it was time to release the satellite into orbit, this was separated, it opened up into two parts, and then it either crashed into the Martian atmosphere while burning up, or it simply flew away into the darkness of space. So now let's really learn how a rocket works. Okay, so the basic principle actually is on Newton's third law, which is for every action there's an equal and opposite reaction. Basically, it means when fuel burns and ejects gases downward, which means the downward force, it pushes the rocket upward. And then key components of a rocket. This is really important, so pay close attention. Fuel and oxidizer. A rocket carries its own oxygen, which is the oxidizer. since space has none and it's a vacuum. Then engines. So the engine burns the fuel to generate thrust, which the exhaust comes down and it propels the rocket upward. And then guidance system. So the controlling for the rocket is really important. So yeah, controls direction and stability is really important, because one of the main things in a rocket is control, and you should have absolutely full control over the rocket. And then guidance, to know where the rocket is actually going, and stability, to keep the rocket in a balanced state. So that's important. Next, stages. Rockets are built in sections that separate when empty to reduce weight, which means that, so when I showed you the SRB separate after their work is done, to ease the workload of the engine, as you can say, to ease the workload of the engine and to reduce some of the unnecessary weight, the rocket's stages separate after burning out fuel. Then there is the step-by-step launch process. Ignition. Fuel burns creating extreme heat and gas pressure, which I told you already. Then lift off. Powerful thrust pushes against gravity, which means the downward force propels the rocket upward. Then stage separation. Empty fuel tanks detach, making the rocket lighter. Including with the stages, empty fuel tanks will be there in those stages which actually detach. Then coming to the next point, atmosphere exit. Once high enough, there's no air resistance, which means I've told you the launch route or the payload fairing separates. Then there's the orbit or destination, as I've told you, for a passenger or a cargo spacecraft. Rocket either enters the orbit to stay around the Earth, which is kind of the satellite case, or it continues into deep space towards Moon or Mars, which was the Mangalyaan case. Then there's the thing, how do even rockets work in space? Since there's no oxygen in space, no problem. Rockets just carry their own oxygen, which is the oxidizer. So that's where fuel and oxidizer work. Okay, so now we have talked about how a rocket works. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe and comment, and have a nice day as always. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe and comment. I just did 70 subscribers, so thank you so much, new ones and current ones. Welcome to the channel. You'll expect great aviation content here, and bye bye.